Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland is offering a right smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Roberto Carlos tries to clear. McTominay. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And this is... And the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
First quarter of an hour gone. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. They're urging him to shoot. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. And it's Gullit. Kimmich plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Still goalless at the moment. Looking to play him in. And this is Neymar. Decent chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Seedorf. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Batistuta. Gullit stood his ground strongly. And this is Batistuta. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Haaland. Messi. Maradona. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Referee's given a throw. He's free, he has got space. And he's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Neymar's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Beckham. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Maradona unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Haaland. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. So what can they make of this? And he's worked it through. He can run onto that. Haaland gets into a good position. Nicely aimed pass. Dixon. Pull it. Dixon. And that interception was... There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed here.
Jeff Chiba can
There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Pull it. And it's Kimmich. McTominay. And here's Batistuta. And it's Hullet. Shot, surely! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Kimmich. And Neymar. Kimmich. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And that's really well manoeuvred. Looking for the run. Kimmich. And it's Kimmich. And Dixon. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pass is just off target. And it's Hullet. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Now it's Messi. And here's Haaland. Roberto Carlos. And this is Maradona. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Maradona. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Hullet. And he's forced to go back. And it's Hullet. And this is Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Not the most convincing of passes.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Real chance! Hullet. Neymar. Batistuta. Batistuta touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Number 21, Batistuta. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 13.
And it's Maradona. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Number 18.
Caresses it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Passing is crisp and sharp. Maldini. And here's Thuram. Pull it. Pull it! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Delivers with whip. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Messi.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
It's a promising position. Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can clear their lines. McTominay. And it's Hullet. Little pass back. Adams spots it and intercepts. Chance here to counter. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Beckham. Maradona. Oh, that is a nice touch. Hullet was in no mood for any of that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort at times. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already... Header! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi. Ambitious ball here. And this is Van Basten. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. They've played it short. Flashes it across. That's a throw. Danielson tries to cut back. McTominay, chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Crosses it in. McTominay is there, and he can get that clear. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that's an excellent interception. And he's there to get it away. Has a look and place it forward. It's Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Seedorf. Oh, it's come loose. Van Basten.
Jeff Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming. Borussia Dortmund were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Hullet. Look at the space here. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Engaging. And another try! And he's there to clear it. And this is Hullet. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Seedorf. Thuram receives it in a good position here. Seedorf! They want to be quick to recover this. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. McTominay simply refused to be outdone there. It's a searching pass. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rodri. Now Neymar. Rodri. And it's Koundé. For Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Neymar. And it's Seedorf. Oh, what a... And the finish! Little pass back. And the shot! He scores! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Neymar demonstrating his defensive quality there. Danielson. Neymar. And it's Hakimi. Here's Rodri. Wilshere. Steaming on goalwards.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Koundé.
2 added minutes has been
And it's
indicated.
Messi. He's away. It's Neymar! Oh, they can break here. Pullet gets into some space. And this is Neymar. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? Same again, same outcome.
Well, the break...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps, the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the game has already resumed here.
Jeff, Chiba really need to bring up their intensity.
Danielson! And that would have been some goal.
Danielson can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's been played through. Chance for a shot! Kimmich. Played into space out wide. He's had it taken off him. Gabriel. And Hakimi. Wilshere. And Gabriel. Koundé. And it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Van Basten. So we've reached the hour mark. Koundé. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Kimmich plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Rodri. And here's Van Basten, and he's had a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Kimmich cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Chouameni. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
Looking to play him in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Seedorf. And this is Lukaku, and this is Kante. Lukaku. Oh, there's the shot! He scores! Do not write them off. Back they come. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claim...
And a chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they're back in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Conte. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for options for movement. Lovely feet. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. There's no flag.
Borussia Dortmund really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And he's certainly onside here. And that's a throw-in. Borussia Dortmund have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. Just the goalkeepers. It's Van Basten! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes...
That's that, the end. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Tries a shot! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Lukaku. Nice interception, well timed. And it's Neymar. And here's Raul. Backward it goes. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Picked out brilliantly. Now it's Forlan. He's shifting through the gears here. Van Basten. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Carlos, played out to the left flank, looking for the run. Seedorf.
Jeff Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's had a shot! And he's there to belt it away. And they're back on the ball again. McTominay producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Raul. Can he get it through? He's having a shot!
Lukaku really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Azar. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Forlan. Now it's Van Basten. And he welcomes it in. Oh, shooting chance! Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Dixon. Seedorf. And this is Lukaku. Oh, super ball. Neymar plays it in. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Dixon. Azar. And it's McTominay. He has found the way through. Forlan. Nicely shaped ball. Van Basten. Oh, played through for the wide man. Very nicely done. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Forlan has got himself a free kick. Marquinhos. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's a searching pass.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Seedorf. And here's Lukaku. Gullit stood his ground strongly.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Raul. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a promising position. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Jeff, Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Seedorf. Raul. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get a shot, surely! It's there! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Adams, tidy with his distribution.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Roberto Carlos. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Hullet.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Van Basten couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Nicked it back promptly. Forlan. Aimed beyond the defence. He's played it long. That is good alertness. Marquinhos. Oh, good-looking ball. Turns back here, probably the best option. Roberto Carlos. Hoeneß, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. You'll be disappointed with that.
Kimmich. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Dixon. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich is flagged offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
So here comes a substitution. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Shapes to shoot! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And we have our very first corner. Kimmich with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Forlan. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hoeneß might just make this. And it's Kimmich. And here's Batistuta. That's going to go a long way. Taken back almost at once. They'll have one final crack at it. That's really well cleared. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Number 28. Mickey Point. Coming on the field. Number 6.
Searching pass he's played there. He's in plenty of space here.
Rodri.
Kimmich. And he's in, and the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, such a clever touch. Strong running down that left flank. He is through here. Swing. He gets big. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
They've played it short.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rummenigge. Kimmich conjures time and space where few can. Marquinhos spot. And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. That's a decent clearance. He's having a shot! Goal! Inter! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Vinicius Junior. Look at the space. Griezmann! Varane! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rijkaard. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe. And it's Guardiola.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he welcomes it in. Now it's Griezmann. And he rises! Now he's off and running. And no, that was never going to make it. Looking for the run. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, he's played it in low. Danger averted for now. Foot in. Rummenigge.
Jeff Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's looking to catch him up. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Seedorf stood his ground strongly. Oh, super... Thuram! They've done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Dixon. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. No foul, says the referee. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly.
Oh, great feat, that.
Looking for options for movement. Opts to... Chance for a shot! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front! What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Inter Milan take the lead. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Hullet. Seedorf. Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press. That's good play.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Hullet. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, shooting chance! And again! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Kimmich goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Always onto this. And the keeper has it. Maldini. Neymar. Mbappe. Tchouaméni, who does have an assist to his name. He has found a way through. Griezmann with the cross. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. Mbappe, Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's hoisted clear. And the first 45 minutes are up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Some good work on the right flank here. Guardiola. Now it's Griezmann. Nicely weighted ball. Swings in and a chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that has been cut short. Now Saliba. Caceres. No way through. Rijkaard. Dixon. Rummenigge going face to face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thuram touches it back. And it's Hullet. Lovely feet. Now it's Thuram. Rummenigge! Now who's going to be... And again! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. 60 minutes played. Chouameni. And it's Guardiola. Not the most accurate pass. Guardiola. Great defending, strong and determined. Now he's got space here. That's been slipped through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. That's a sharp pass. He could be in here. He's under a lot of pressure there. No, he's just misjudged that one. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Maldini. Now McTominay. Rijkaard. And Dixon. There's the crossfield ball.
Jeff Chiba really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Can he spark a counter here? McTominay. And it's Maldini.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's picked his way through. Delivers with whip. Inter Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Fernando Torres coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Attenzione, un cambio.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. An instinctive delivery. And it's hoisted clear.
Jeff, Chiba really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's been shifted off it. And this is Torres. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Mitoma looking to be a menace in the final third. And here's Haaland. He's in a good position here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that's it. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Turns back here, probably the best option. That has ended up in no man's land. Neymar. Rosicki. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Here comes the cross. Oh, this looks sharp. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Claude Makelele, a player whose name entered the very language of the game, Jim.
Yeah, but his arrival in English football, Peter, I felt was key in taking the title from the previous season's Invincibles. And his first goal in English football was scored on what was the homecoming of the new champions, was it not?
Yeah, stoppage time penalty. He missed it actually, but he did score on the rebound.
Yeah, that's right. Not glamorous, nor spectacular, but no less crucial. It pretty much describes him as a player.
And it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, that's nice. Great ball, and he's in here. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Thuram actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's made its way to him. And this is Hullet. And now a sudden chance to counter. Brzezinski. No goals as yet. Brzezinski.
Jeff, Chiba are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Neymar is onto this. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Rijkaard. McTominay. Kimmich. Kimmich can see things others simply cannot. Opts for safety. And it's Rijkaard. It's Seedorf. Kimmich. Now it's Neymar. Driving forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Half an hour played now. Brzezinski. And it's Serginho. Van Bouten. Baresi. That's a sharp pass. Now Neymar. Knocks it out wide. Neymar. He's having a shot! And he's there to get it away. Neymar. And it's Maldini. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Seedorf. And it's Hullet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Forlan. And this is Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Dixon. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Rijkaard. Thuram. Van Bouten. Conte. And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not. It's Forlan! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Pull it. And here's Thuram. Has a look and plays it forward. Kimmich. Now Neymar. Pull it. And it's Seedorf. And it's Hullet. Backward. Thuram! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, that's Thuram! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? That's a decent clearance.
Jeff, Chiba clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Pull it. Kimmich. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Pull it. Now it's Lukaku. Chance for a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Dixon has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And it's Neymar. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Now, he's got space here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And he's forced to go back. Dixon. Now Seedorf. And this is Lukaku. Neymar. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played into space. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Brzezinski, and he's been shifted off it. Now it's Lukaku. Passes short and sharp. Oh, that was vital. And that's going up front in a hurry.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Foot in. Opts for safety. Maldini. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Seedorf. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Shapes to shoot! He scored! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the first goal of the game.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
Number 19, Mateus. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 18.
1-0 as we head towards the end. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he thumps it clear. Now it's Hazard. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Neymar. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Now it's Hazard.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into overtime. Looking to play him in. Lovely bit of skill. And he's on a charge. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.